the underground comic artists said you can really do anything you want. And I'd grown up watching cartoons and Bugs Bunny, Popeye, like all the other kids, and the Walt Disney stuff. And I always liked the anarchist aspect of cartoons rather than the Disney thing. So Popeye, which was very existential, and Bugs Bunny again, which was totally nihilistic stuff, really appealed to me. But the underground artists had a sense of social justice. And when I invented Waldo, Waldo was kind of the outsider. Like he never talks, and he tries to live life in a very normal way, but he knows there's something different about him. And this particular comic strip you have up, I had done in the 90s because I thought about bringing him back. And I thought, well, how has he been since I first created him? He moved out to the suburbs, and he had a normal job. He ate pizza and, wore a tie to work. But at night he dreamed of being a superhero again. And and that I think is really sums up how I look at my own life. When you grow up as an artist, people look at you in a very strange way, and they go, you draw things," and they ask you to take a sheet of paper and do something for them, and you always get in trouble because you can never concentrate on anything that's normal. Your mind is always wandering, and that's really the thread that runs throughout my life is that anything that I've done, I've tried to be as good as I can be at it, but I have this curiosity that just won't quit, and that I guess I'm sort of preempting the question you're asking me about where do I get my inspiration. I have no idea where it comes from. It's just I've been a kid my whole life, and as I enter, I mean, I hate to say, the finishing this sixth, seventh decade. I mean, I don't feel I don't feel like I've aged 1 year. I
Well,
feel
most
like
of us,
I'm getting younger all the time.
most of us are like that.
Yeah,
Your mind is still like you're 20. You're still like almost a Woodstock, but then trying to get out of bed might take you a little longer, and
it
you know,
might.
little body aches and that kind of stuff. But your mind, thank God, our minds are still there. But part of your bio here said you've done stuff for Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I did. I first came to New York. A buddy of mine was working on the Star Wars comic book, and he said, "Would you like to work on that with me?" And I didn't know anything about it. We didn't know Star Wars. I mean, there was no Star Wars. There was a script.
Well, who was
Okay,
the guy? Do you know?